Well, first of all, hello, Tamica. It's so great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Christal. How are you?
I am great. I am so excited about this Make a Move. Um,
Fun.
and the reason I'm excited is because we know that the fans for Ready to Love really love the cast. They love hearing updates. And so I love that you guys are bringing back an opportunity for us to see what's going on in these four ladies' lives. And the fact that we're getting a chance to do it with you. That is super cool.
Yes, I am so excited when I heard that we're bringing back these four ladies. These are fan favorites. Your fan favorites. Everybody loves them. Ashley from season one, Atlanta. I call
Yes.
her my firecracker. She's a ball of everybody's energy, right? You got Vernesha from Houston, and she's a mama bear. You just love her. You want to just embrace her. And I'm like, can you hold me, Vernesha? Then you have sexy, Shareece from Miami, who just that mouthpiece of hers. I'm like, girl, we got to get you together, right? Which we did, which we tried, we did. And then you have, Zadia from DC, and she's like girlfriend. She's like everybody's girlfriend. She always got something to say. And it was just really interesting having them in New Orleans and living together and finding love. And it's their choosing, it's the women are in charge this time, and they are here and they are ready to find love.
Well, I like that. And let me ask you this because you have Houston, you have Atlanta, which I'm in. We love the Atlanta's interesting with the dating. DC, I've heard is very interesting as well, and Miami. So why do you think New Orleans is the perfect backdrop to fall in love?
New Orleans is the perfect backdrop because New Orleans is like the other character. It's like the other date. It's such a beautiful city. It's so full of culture and different people, and between the food and the music and the soul and the vibe and just being in the South. And it was this summer, so it was hot, right? We got hot boys. It was hot. The girls were hot. It was all hot. We were, got the fans out and everything. It's just a different vibe. It was fun. And, the men out here, it is interesting. It is different. So moving to a different city, you're going to get a different, you know, pool of men. And each one of these men were so different because that's just what New Orleans is. It's like a gumbo mix of all of it. So you had a whole lot to pick from and to choose from. And it was interesting. And every man was up for fair game. And you'll see how that plays out when, somebody catches somebody else's eye that somebody else is dating. And then we got to live together. And then, oh, it was a mess.
That's going to be really interesting. I'm interested to see. I love the fact that you have very different personalities
Yeah.
because I think the fans of this show really can see themselves in different people. And so there's a little bit for everyone. I love that reference to the gumbo. But let me ask you this, because another thing that really appeals to fans of Ready to Love is these are women that are these are women that are they're not kids. They've loved and lost before. So do you think that sometimes makes it more difficult to be open and willing to just fall in love and really take a chance when you have children? We know Vernesha has children in a business. We know Shareece is an amazing business owner there. Zadia has a business in DC. And and Ashley is our firecracker here in ATL that's doing her thing. So
Was
do you
doing
think it's more
starting her singing career. I said, you need to have a song out. She's so funny. No, you're right. And you're right. You're exactly right. It's really hard to put yourself back out there. They've been on not only are, and I'll, it was 30 to 50, the age group. And so, we're not young chickens, but we're not old. We're in our prime. We're living life, we're looking good, and we need to find love.
right?
Now, what happens is you're coming with baggage and you're coming with heartbreak and you're coming with a lot of that. So the first couple of episodes, it was pretty tough to break down what that looked like and to be ready for love, because you're taking them out of their city into another city. They're living together. That's weird. This feels weird. And then you're coming with a lot. So I had to sit down with each one-on-one and kind of really break down and get vulnerable about what you want, what you're here for, and how can I help you find love? Because that's what my job was to do, match you with your perfect partner. And
Right.
is he in New Orleans? And what's that look like? And look, even if it's not your perfect partner, is it perfect for you right now? Will you learn something from this date? What will you take with you to the next part? What have you learned? So, and like Shareece from Jump, she was like, I don't want a man with kids. Not doing it. And I was like, well, we're not doing that, because that's you're taking away a whole other pool of men that you could be potentially falling in love with. So it was a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And for these four, especially, who didn't find love on their season or found it and they were, tricked or duped or it didn't work out, it was hard to come back from that.
Yeah.
So it was
That
a lot
was
of tears, a lot of getting through it, but
yeah,
I did it. I was a big sis.
That was my next question, because we know that I know for Vernesha audience, we thought that she really had found love. Also Ashley, it looked like she really had found her partner. And then being on reality TV, going through this process, a little bit about, being on reality TV and being open. How difficult was it to get them to be vulnerable again and potentially go through another potential heartbreak?
Well, the first thing is, one, you have to be honest with yourself. You're here. We're here. I was like, look, girl, we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have cameras up and we are here. And I need you to be as open and as real as you can be. Because like you said in the beginning, Christal, somebody could see themselves in each one of these ladies. 100% hands down. You will, if you're single, you will figure it out what girl that represents what you have, that you connect with. So I'm like, look, you're kind of being that representative. So why not? If you're here in New Orleans, let's take advantage of the situation and really open yourself up to find love. And it wasn't easy. Look, Vernesha gave me some pushback a lot. And look, I'm here for it. I'm tough. We're tough. We're gonna work this out. So that was also interesting too, to see that dynamic of them, of their storyline. And I've learned a lot from them as well. So it was a pretty incredible journey for each four of those ladies.
Well, we're so excited. Can't wait to watch the premiere tomorrow. And I know, like I said, a lot of the people that watch this show, they watch because they want love for themselves. And it's great to get a little bit of coaching and insight from someone who's been in the trenches. We know that you're married, and so a little bit about what it takes to get at least past the altar and be able to stay in a relationship and make it work. What advice, just maybe give us 3 points that you could share with the audience as they watch you coaching these women, and they're watching from the vantage point of wanting to have an opportunity to fall in love again themselves. What advice could you give them?
I've told the girls this many times. I said, your flaws, someone will love your flaws. So you cannot hide them. They're going to come out. And if you don't really show who you are and be vulnerable enough to be open about it, it might not be pretty when that comes out, right? So just, I'm like, put it all on Front Street, be who you want to be, like Ashley, be big, be bold, say what you want, be intentional about it, but also, be like, say it out loud. And when you do that, you're just like, you're getting rid of half the battle. And that's kind of what it is. Because I always say, you're the real person for you, the real guy for you will always love your flaws. He will love who you are, the craziness and all. And you don't have to worry about any of that. So that's one. 2 is being vulnerable. I say that, you'll hear that word over and over again, vulnerability, because you have to be open about that. And 3 is being very, is to communicate, to be very expressive and be very intentional about your communication and what you want. And sometimes what you want is not what you need. And so figured that part out too, because honey, some people, like these ladies, like, I need. I'm like, no. But you need to find a man. That's what I'm gonna help you do. Okay.
Well, I love those points.
That's it.
Yes, in the words of Lotto, put it on the flow early. Put it on the flow early.
You have to.
Yes, you do, because it's never pretty when it comes out. We can't wait to watch tomorrow. Let audiences know here on Rolling Out's channel where they can tune in to the ladies from Ready to Love, Make a Move, and of course, confirmation and coaching from yourself.
Yes. All right. Well, y'all know, tune in to the OWN network. That is going to premiere tomorrow, or October 13th, Friday the 13th, of course. It might be a little bit scary, but it's all love. 8/7 Central on OWN. Do not miss it. It's going to be a fun, wild, crazy ride.
Thank you so much, Tamica. We'll definitely have to check back in with you mid-season to figure out what's happening, what's going on.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Bye.